Hello, I am Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Venice. So the voting is over and here we have a winner. It's the starting location number 2. This time the voting was actually quite close. The final results, well, I have the numbers here somewhere. 11 votes for number 1, 12 for number 3 and 18 for number 2. So I hope that if your favorite starting location didn't win, you are not too disappointed and you'll still watch the series, but most people wanted number 2, so here we are. And I actually think this location might be the worst for the early game, because when we move to our starting or the tile where we want to settle the city, we don't have 3 food tiles around and we only have 1 jungle tile, so early growth will be a bit of a problem. We either go for growth with the sea tiles and the jungle, or we go for production and gold with these 2 jade tiles. So no matter what, we'll have to sacrifice something for a while. And yeah, we really don't want to sacrifice anything in the early game. Growth is important, production is important, so this is gonna be a tough call. But well, let's start playing and we'll see what happens. Where do we send our Pathfinder? Should I just hug the coast and see how that looks like, or let's maybe go this way. We'll see the coast and we'll still see a bit inland. Next. Actually, I probably don't need to see the yields. Okay, so here's Venice. And first you definitely want to lock the jungle and we want to start with the monument. That's easy. But when we start growing, then the decisions will be quite difficult. So we want to start with pottery as usual, because we want to get the Stonehenge. That's like the easiest and guaranteed way how to get, or almost guaranteed way how to get a Pantheon. Next. Oh, hey, there is a city-state. Okay, let's check here. 37 gold, that's a good start, having a mercantile city-state this close. Which way do we go? I wanted to check the coast, so let's go this way. Next. And there's a mountain or hill that we can move to. Have a look around. Oh, hey, we have a Kilimanjaro pretty close, but actually, I wanted to say that's worthless because we can't expand, but no, that's not true. Cahokia can and should get Kilimanjaro pretty early, and we'll just take over Cahokia and get Kilimanjaro for ourselves. So this is not bad at all. Then we have Hanoi here, which is a militaristic city-state. Which unit are you specialized in? Berber cavalry. I don't even know when the Berber cavalry becomes available. Is it a replacement for a normal cavalry? Replaces cavalry. Okay, so like the late mid-game unit. In American territory. Is it specifically American territory, or is it owner's territory? If it's specifically American territory, then it's so bad having a city-state specialized in that unit. Maybe built by Marco. Common bonuses for both fighting in desert, fighting American territory. It really seems that it's just American territory. Okay, so don't really care about that city-state probably. You'll probably take over both of them so that we have our first 2 cities somewhat nearby. Because with Venice, sometimes it's a problem when you don't get the city-states close enough, then you have one city on one side of the map and the other one is like half world away. When we take over these two, we should be able to defend this area quite easily. Yeah, that's fine. How far is actually Cahokia? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is basically an ideal distance. Okay, fine. Next. Hello, Byzantium. You're coming from the south. Okay, let's just keep looking. This is unfortunate. We will take damage from Barbarian. I was hoping that we'll find Byzantium with the hell. Oh, no. The city-state blocked the movement. That's still not enough. I was hoping that we would find now Byzantium with the healthy Pathfinder and be able to steal a worker from them. Actually, no, we are still fine. The city-state is doing a really good job at blocking the Barbarian. Now we just need to find Byzantium and steal from them. And when we go back, we can go through the city-state territory to be safe from barbarians. There is Babylon. Oh, I see the border, I think, finally. Okay. It's quite far, but we should be able to escort the captured worker safely, I think. There is a warrior. I think I'm gonna die if I take the worker here. Give me some vision. Well, I think you'll find out this or next turn when the farm is completed. How are we doing? 1 turn to grow. Wait. It's what, turn 12? I think it takes 7 turns actually to build a farm. So 2 more turns, then it should be finished. Yeah, and now we have to decide what we're gonna do. We're making 5 gold per turn, 21 turns to grow. That's quite a long time. This way we wouldn't grow at all. 6 turns to get pottery. So what if I just finish the monument in 2 and then switched to farming, and when we get access to Stonehenge, you'd switch to production. I think that's what we're gonna do. Wait, next. This is a weird timing. How is it 13? Because the worker had to move. Okay, that makes sense. So it takes 6 turns to build the first farm, then move, and then another 6. Okay. Now we're gonna find out if we can survive this. Declare. Yes. There are no other warriors around, so that's good news. The warrior shouldn't leave the town, I think. So there's monument. This way would grow in 21. This way in 12. So this way we are getting more food per turn. But we are losing the gold per turn. I'm not too happy about that. So I think... Actually, what I No, there's no point in switching here. Yeah, I think I'll stick to these tiles because I really want that gold. I want to get warriors as soon as possible. Next. Holy moly, that was close. I didn't think that the warrior would leave the city. But well, we survived, so that's what matters. And maybe have another jungle tile. I still want the gold. 18. 2 turns. Yeah, I want the gold. And someone just got good of commerce. That was quick. It's not India. India would get it immediately. It's probably no. It's not Byzantium. It would. The game would tell us it's Byzantium. Who else is this religious freak? Bodica would get a different Pantheon. It could be Ethiopia. They also get Pantheon very early. I can't think about anyone else. Monty, perhaps? Guess we'll find out. Next. Oh, we'll have to be so careful. Thinking maybe even about just staying here for a bit and just healing to, let's say, 50 hit points, something like that, so we can survive a barbarian attack. Now, we have pottery. Next, we want... let me check the terrain around our capital. How likely is it that we get something from animal husbandry? Horses, cattle, or sheep? So we have like 3 tiles where we could get horses. That's not gonna happen. Same for cattle. And we have like 2 tiles. Actually 4 tiles. This is a hill or plains? I mean grassland. This is grassland. So here we could get cattle or horses technically as well. But yeah, we don't have that many tiles where we could get one of these resources. I think I'll first go for wheel. I hope that we get bananas in the jungle. Then animal husbandry, and then military theory. We want to get the Temple of Artemis, and we want to get barracks to increase the unit cap. There. Next. Oh man, I forgot to switch. Oh. How can I be so stupid? It's 2 turns that I just wasted. It's 29. 14. How long would it be? 15 turns. I can't afford to wait 15 turns. I need the production. Okay, I hope we don't lose that Stonehenge because of the 2 turns that I wasted. I mean, if we get Stonehenge, it doesn't mean anything, right? We just invested a little bit more into growth earlier. That's not wasted production or anything like that. The problem is if the 2 turns are the difference between getting and not getting Stonehenge, then it would be a massive deal. Hey. I don't mind having him in the game because we'll be taking away city-states from him, so he should be quite weak. There is Bodica. So we do have Bodica in the game, but it wasn't her starting the Pantheon. And we have Ethiopia in the game as well. Okay, so that's what? 1, 2, 3... At least 3 people who want to get religion as soon as possible. Indonesia. Okay, that's gonna be probably one of our warmongers. 2, 4, 6, 7? Really? 2, 4, 6, 7? So we're missing only one person? So far... Well, Babylon can be a warmonger sometimes. Bodica is both warmonger and religious freak. Checking who could be a problem. Ethiopia usually just defends. I think Bodica will be the biggest problem. Especially if she has room to grow. Indonesia could be as well, but this is not the best map for Indonesia. I just hope the last save isn't something like, I don't know, Russia, China, Korea, something like that. Someone who just run over basically any of these saves without any problems. Next. So which way do we go? The fastest way. Let's go through Hanoi. Yeah, they're gonna be complaining about it, but I don't care. Okay, so heal up. Five turns to get a social policy. It's gonna be pretty important because this is gonna speed up the Stonehenge. And I hope I can stop this barbarian before he can do too much damage. There's another city-state. Kuala Lumpur, you're cultured, hostile, but still nearby, even though it's over the, well, I can't say sea anymore. It looks like a lagoon, but still, it's quite near to our capital. So I think this is gonna be the third city-state that we take over, and we'll have all the cities quite close. This is not too bad. That was my biggest worry, that we would be spread all over the map and won't be able to defend our territory properly. Well, this won't be easy. It should be manageable. We'll just build a road, maybe along the coast. And then north, so we can move units around. It's not gonna be the most effective road, but the fast movement is gonna be the priority. Yeah, this should work. We should be able to move units around reasonably fast. Okay, Trailblazer 2. I'll just follow the coast. I'm getting a bit worried that this is just a large lake, but they're ocean tiles. Oh, come on. Just get out of there. Did we get attacked? No. It's important that we don't lose any yields to this brute. Especially we can't afford to lose production and culture. Gold is fine. And now he should die. Good. So, what about the worker? Because we need a quarry to improve the jade. It's gonna take a long time. I could probably pre-build the road, start pre-building a road south. That's the best I can do. Oh, this is now more encouraging. It seems that this might be just a peninsula and this is connected with the sea. Let's have a look here. But I really want to go north. Next. Hope that they just killed the barbarian. Now, social policies. So, it's gonna be tradition. Well, even if we didn't have problems with the food, I would still take it because we get instantly +2 citizens and we want to build some wonders early. So this is like halfway between one city challenge and normal game. So I want to get more focus on our capital than I would usually do. But at the same time, we want to get some bonuses for our military. So we'll be combining tradition and authority. But tradition first, we want, as I said, the extra population that will help us to build the wonders. And also we get culture and the flat food, so it will partially solve the problems that we have. And then we go authority opener and we'll start farming barbarians a little bit to speed up the next social policy, which is gonna be justice for the production and great engineers points, so that we can get some early great people tile improvements to boost the capital that way. And again, the production from the great engineer, or rather from the manufacturer that he gives us, should help us secure the early wonders that we need. Okay, we'll still not grow, but now we are working these 2 tiles, and we are not starving, so we are getting extra 4 gold per turn, which in the early game is huge. That will allow us to get military much faster again than it's usually possible. So I am sacrificing growth, like all the growth basically. We are not growing at all, right? But we are getting so much other stuff that hopefully it will be fine. And with some of the tradition social policies that you'll be getting, I hope that you'll be able to catch up. I hope that the brute is now hurt enough that he won't be attacking our Pantheon there. Please tell me this is not inland sea. Or if it is, that I can build a canal somehow. What did we get now? More jungles, okay. Next. You want peace? Sure, I have what I wanted. I'm surprised that no one got the Pantheon yet, except that first very early Pantheon. This wealthiest people don't care. Oh, come on. I wanted to get the coastal city. so that we could take advantage of our navy. Venetian navy can be really strong. Even on Pangea, having control of the coast would be great. And we just get an inland sea. Ah, this is a joke. Bad joke, that is. And there's another barbarian coming. Okay. Well, technically we could try a canal here, but I'm not sure if a citadel and the fort are gonna work. Actually, can we do it even? No, we can't. 1, 2, 3. We can't get the border. Well, technically, maybe I could get the border close enough. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Then I would have to use... Well, probably a Great General here. That would allow me to use a Great General here. And then I would build a fort on this tile. But I'm still not sure if that would allow me to move units through. Because we know that 3-tile canals don't work. I'm not sure if 2-tile canals work. But I think they should. So if we really, really want to have a navy, it is gonna work. Next. Okay, can we make it past the barbarian camp safely? I'll just go. I hope that they don't spawn a brood here on this turn. Fortify. Next. I should probably start controlling the worker manually now. Oh, hey, Sophia. Another hostile city-state, and you are focused on musketeers. Musketeers are not bad, but again, when their time comes, the game will hopefully be decided already. And Great Barrier Reef, that's actually pretty good. How far is Sophia? That could change my plans a bit. They're a bit farther away than I would like to, but still. When there is one tile, it means that here is another tile, and Sophia is gonna control both, therefore we're gonna control both. I'll just check the territory here. How long until we get another social policy? 16. Probably can't wait. Well, I don't have to attack the barbarians. Maybe they just won't attack, and I'll be able to catch this guy later when I get the culture from him. Next. Well, there is our 8th contender. 2, 4, 6, 8, yep. And that's one of the fuses that I really didn't want to see. I hope he's starting next to Bodica, and she's just gonna smash him. Or even next to Indonesia, I don't care, just next to someone who's gonna keep him under control for some time. There is another barbarian camp. Well, that's good that we have barbarians nearby. That just means we'll be able to get more golden culture. And I again forgot to buy a warrior. But it doesn't matter at this point. We don't want to start attacking barbarians yet. There's another Pantheon. Oh, please. I hope it's not Korea. Ethiopia started worshipping a Pantheon god. Goddess of wisdom. Plus 1 faith in the city for every 4 science. Produces cap the half number of followers in the city. Plus 1 science, faith, and golden edges in every city. Okay, so here starts Ethiopian snowball. It's not about the scaling faith, it's about just the flat science, faith, and golden age points that they get right away in every city. The AI can get a lot from that. This is a 2nd city, but that's a pretty close to Constantinople. I don't think that Byzantium will be happy with the city this close. So maybe some early wars could slow down Ethiopia. And they're also expanding towards our city-states. So maybe this is not too bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we take these city-states, Harar actually could be our target. If it's still here. Next. Okay, now we'll find out if I made a huge mistake by not switching to the Stonehenge right away. There's another city-state. You are mercantile, hostile. Why is everything hostile? Not that it really matters, we just take over all of them instead of trying to get alliances, we just buy them. But I was thinking that maybe I wouldn't have to buy all the city-states. If there was like a cultured friendly city-state, I wouldn't mind just getting an alliance. Okay, these two turns will be very important. If I wasn't stupid, we would already have Stonehenge. One more turn for the road. How long? 11 turns. Still a long time. Let's jump up here. Fingers crossed. It's 44. It's actually still pretty fast Stonehenge though. Even though I delayed it by 2 turns, we get it by turn 45. Usually Stonehenge is safe until like turn 47, 48. So I actually should have checked the timer and I wouldn't be so nervous. Then we could have built Stonehenge by turn 43. That would be really fast. Okay, well, fine. We have it. So, the mistake. It still was a mistake that I didn't switch immediately, but it wasn't that bad. Now, production. It's a good question. We do have wheat, and we don't see any bananas, so this actually makes the decision quite difficult. I was hoping that we would get bananas, and then granary would be priority to buff up the tile, but without that, granary isn't really that good. We don't have deer, we don't have wheat, we don't have anything. Shrine might just be better option here. Because even if I get that +1 food, it's not gonna speed up the growth that much. Let me check the research. Also, if I want to get the religion, at least try to get the religion against the people that we have on the map, I have to get shrine now. Okay, so it's gonna be shrine. Well, I hope this is gonna work. And pantheons. I'll just say what my favorite here is. It's Goddess of Beauty. Where is it? Goddess of... Am I blind? I have to be blind. Here, Goddess of Beauty. It's the Pantheon that I always take for one city challenge. And this is like halfway between one city challenge and the normal playthrough. So I still think that the great engineer points combined with some of the extra fate is worth it. The artist is, again, something, right? It's the great works that we get from him give us something that we otherwise wouldn't get. If you see other options, that will be worth it. I mean, I really like Goddess of Renewal, but for Goddess of Renewal, you usually need multiple cities with jungles or forests around them. So while it would give us something here, I don't think that for the whole game we would scale it enough. Other than that, well, as I say, if you see something, let me know in comments, because I'll make a cut here. As usual, we'll end this episode before we take the Pantheon so that we can discuss it a little bit. But yeah, once again, as I said, I see Goddess of Beauty as the like strongest option here. Another reason is with the Great Engineer points. We of course will combine those points with the points that we get from Justice. So there will be 2 or 3 very early engineers, and that would snowball our capital really fast, the usual approach for one city challenge. It wouldn't be as fast because we'll be combining tradition and authority, and it won't be like I finish one tree and then open up another. I'll be jumping from one tree to another. It's probably gonna be like a tradition opener into authority opener into justice, then dominance to imperium, and then get to majesty as soon as possible so that we can start boosting first the great person generation, and also we want specifically merchants, right? So that's why majesty will be quite a high priority, and then we just complete. What's the completion bonus? Nothing important here. And completion bonus here isn't bad, but nothing huge either. But I think after sovereignty, not sovereignty, but after majesty, we just complete tradition, then we complete authority, and then we will see. So yeah, you know what I'm planning for this series, more or less, at least for like the social development. I don't think we know enough about the map to start planning like aggressive expansion. Just know that we have city states around. We know about 2, 4, 5, and we just start eating them from Cahokia. Probably 1, 2. Not sure about Kuala Lumpur. Maybe I'll take these 2. Then I'll take Sofia because there is the Great Barrier Reef. Then Kuala Lumpur. Then Antananarivo. So actually don't have to worry about non-aggressive, non-war expansion. Positioning of city-state is quite decent. And then it seems probably south, but we'll have to explore this way just in case there is someone nearby. We would have to take out first. But I would really like to take out Ethiopia because their Pantheon allows them early snowball that we probably should stop. So yeah, this is probably all I can say for now from what we can see on the map, so you have all the information you can get for the decision about the Pantheon, and if you want, as I said, let's discuss the Pantheon in the comments. We'll see in the next episode which way we're gonna go. For today we are done, so I hope that you like this episode, I hope that you can join me next time again, and until then, have a good time. Bye bye.